Welcome everyone to my review and kind of analysis of the new Netflix movie Don't Look Up, starring many big movie stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence as the main characters. Before continuing, I want to mention that I will give massive spoilers for this movie, so if you want to watch it for yourself, you should click away now and come back to this video later on. After I watched the movie myself, I thought it was just a good film. Not a 5 out of 5 star, but still pretty solid. Don't Look Up is like a disaster dramatic movie with some comedy in it. However, it doesn't really fit in with the seemingly comparable movies like The Day After Tomorrow and 2012. That is because the disastrous event is yet to happen. And these other movies, the big tsunamis and all its effects, are the main events of the stories. In Don't Look Up, the event is not a tsunami, but rather a meteor that's going to hit Earth in around 6 months. The main characters discover this fact and try to inform the President of the United States about this. She doesn't take them seriously, so they publicly announce the news. Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, depending how you look at it, the news desk and the wider audience didn't catch on to the urgent matter. Eventually, the President of the United States decided to act because it would increase her chances in the polls. Later on, the mission started, but shortly after launch the mission was cancelled. The reason for it? Money. Apparently, a lot of valuable materials could be obtained from the meteor, and the US government thought it was a smart idea to gamble all life on Earth on some valuable materials. Spoiler alert, that mission failed, and all life on Earth was wiped from existence. That is a little summary of what this movie is all about. Then, how does this relate to our current climate crisis? Well, there are many similarities. I will point out a few of them I spotted and found quite reflective compared to our own behavior. The first one, scientists are not taken seriously. The people that did the research, the ones that know what's going on, are ignored. Scientists can precisely predict what our future will look like if we don't act. And what do people change in their behavior? Nothing. In the movie, it can be seen that the White House and the media are not listening to the truth. In our real world, we can see that governments and climate change deniers don't listen as well. Some may say that governments are taking measures. Yes, that's true. Is it enough? No. Just look at COP26. The agreements are just not enough to reach the Paris Agreement of 1.5 degrees global warming. The second similarity. People don't believe it's real at all. There's a segment in the movie where a poll states that 23% of the audience don't believe there's a comet at all. According to them, this news is just made up by the governments or scientists themselves. They can't even see it themselves, so why would they care? In our own world, we can see that climate change deniers do this all the time. They just don't believe it, either because they say they have the correct data, or simply because they will lose their own secure lives because of the necessary measures that need to be taken. The third similarity I found: politics. The movie really makes a point that politics really play an important role in combating a global threat. This can be seen by someone's position in the polls, or staying friends with other politicians, or economical security. In the movie, it is mainly the position in the polls. The president's actions were determined by what was good for her own image. In our own politics, it is just a combination of everything I just mentioned. Climate change is seen as a possibility to satisfy people or for self-esteem, instead of actually doing everything they can to solve the urgent issue at hand. The last similarity I want to mention in this video is media. This one is not even a difference, it's just the same for both the movie and as real life. News about sports, video games and celebrities are way more entertaining than world problems. If a celebrity couple breaks up, it will make the front page cover, instead of a new temperature record or melting ice in Antarctica. Entertainment brings in more views and clicks than scientific news. That were the 4 comparisons I wanted to make. To sum it all up, Don't Look Up puts up a mirror of our own climate change issues. It shows our weakness and partly shows why the necessary measures are not being taken. Thank you for watching this short review and analysis of the movie Don't Look Up. If you haven't seen it already, go watch it on Netflix. For now, subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you in the next video.